Hey everyone, and welcome to Cooking Companion TV. I'm Jenna Edwards, and this is a recipe demo of mushroom bourguignon by Melissa Clark. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. This is easily vegan, and there are a few tricks we'll use to bump up the flavor quotient in the mushrooms. I'll narrate for a full recipe, but I'm demoing half a recipe. So let's get started with prepping our ingredients. The most time-consuming part of this recipe will be slicing and chopping the 2 pounds of mushrooms, or 900 grams. You'll need a solid mix of mushrooms for the best flavor, and I went the easy route by purchasing a pre-sliced mix of shiitake, oyster, and cremini. You do really well with maitake, which apparently takes on a brisket-like texture per the recipe author Melissa Clark. And we need to cut the mushrooms into 1-inch chunks. Since they're pre-sliced, I only have to cut them one direction. You could also just leave them in their pre-sliced form. I also added enoki mushrooms because I like them. We need to thinly slice 2 carrots and dice a large leek. Leeks are super dirty, so the easiest way to clean them is to remove the roots and the dark green leaves. Then remove 1 or 2 outer leaves, so you just have these sheets of leek layers, so you can run them under the faucet and effortlessly clean any dirt and dust between all these leaky layers. And we slice. And we dice. Add them to a small bowl with the carrots because they will get added into the pot at the same time. Now we need to thinly slice 3 to 4 ounces of chanterelle or oyster mushrooms separately from the 2 pounds of mushroom mix. We will end up frying these puppies as a crunchy topping. In a large Dutch oven or pot, heat 2 tablespoons of butter or oil over medium heat. I'm using ghee here. When the fat is hot, stir in enough mushrooms to cover the bottom of the pot in a single layer, along with 4 to 8 ounces of pearl onions. If it doesn't all fit in one layer, then you'll have to do this in 2 to 3 batches. I ended up doing 2 batches, even with just half a recipe. Spread them out and let them brown for about 3 minutes. And don't move them. We really want a good browning because this is a key component to creating immense flavor in mushroom dishes. I've done this in another mushroom recipe and I'm really impressed with how well it works. So after 3 minutes, stir them up and try to get the other side to brown for another 2 to 3 minutes. Use a slotted spoon to remove the mushrooms and onions from the pot. Add another 2 tablespoons of butter or oil and repeat with the next batch. Then season the mushrooms in the bowl with salt and pepper. Once all your mushrooms and pearl onions are good and browned, reduce the heat to medium-low, add another tablespoon of some type fat and your diced leeks and sliced carrots, and saute them until the leeks are lightly golden and softened, about 5 minutes. Add 2 minced or sliced garlic cloves and saute for another minute. Then stir in 1 tablespoon of tomato paste and cook for just 1 minute. Stir in 2½ tablespoons of flour and cook for 1 minute. Then add 1½ cups of dry red wine, 1½ cups of mushroom, vegetable, or beef broth, 1 tablespoon of tamari or soy sauce, plus ½ teaspoon of dried thyme and 1 bay leaf. And then use a spatula to scrape up any browned bits at the bottom of the pot. Once you think the bottom of the pot is clean and smooth, add those chopped mushrooms and pearl onions back to the pot and bring it to a simmer. Partly cover the pot and simmer on low heat until the carrots and onions are tender and the sauce is thick, about 30 to 40 minutes. Then taste and add salt or soy sauce if needed. And finally, stir in 1 clove of grated garlic. Now, just before serving, heat a small skillet over high heat and add ½ tablespoon of butter or oil. Add half the sliced chanterelles or oyster mushrooms and let them cook without moving until they are crisp and brown on one side, which takes 1 to 2 minutes. And then flip them and cook the other side. And then remove them from the pan and sprinkle with salt and paprika. Repeat with the remaining mushrooms. Serve your gloriously thick mushroom stew over noodles, polenta, or mashed potatoes, or, like you see here, mashed cauliflower. And top with those delectable crispy fried mushrooms. That's it for this recipe demo of mushroom bourguignon. Get the ingredient list below or at cookingcompaniontv.com/mushroom stew. Did you really think I would make you spell bourguignon? Give this video a thumbs up if you like it and subscribe to this channel for more demos just like this. I'm Jenna Edwards and thanks for watching.